Let's dive into this Chargers news like it's 4th and goal. Out of nowhere on Tuesday, the Chargers hit us with a bombshell. They signed Andre James at center. I'm locked into this move, breaking it down for you. What's up, buddies? Welcome back. If you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We cover all AFC West news here on this channel. It's like lightning struck. The Chargers swooped in and grabbed Andre James for the offensive line, center to be exact. I'm pumped about this. It's real competition for the interior now. So naturally, everyone's asking, what's this mean for Bradley Bozeman? The good thing is, Bozeman's got some flexibility. He's not locked into one spot, which gives the Chargers options. The offensive line's starting to shape up, and it feels like they're finally building some depth. What's the next step here? Yeah, you can't count them out from adding more. With 10 draft picks still in their pocket, they've got room to play. But this signing probably locks him in as the starting center. It's a clearer picture of how the Chargers see that spot. This could be a steal if the deal's right. James is the kind of player who can bounce back, something the Chargers have nailed lately with these short-term signings. Guys come in, boost their stock, and fix a glaring need. We saw them re-sign Bozeman earlier, but weren't sure what the plan was. Now, James looks like a big upgrade over what Bozeman gave us in 2024. No doubt, Andre James has me fired up. Sure, he had a rough patch last year, but that's not the norm for him. It's the outlier. Check the numbers. 2 sacks or fewer allowed in 3 of his 4 seasons. Compare that to Bozeman, 12 sacks and 59 pressures over the last 2 years. James is a solid all-around center, especially in pass protection. He shines there and fits the gap-blocking scheme the Chargers love to run. His best year was 2023. Only 17 pressures on 448 pass blocking snaps. He wasn't just good at one thing. He ranked 11th in pass blocking grade, 11th in run blocking grade, and was a top 10 center overall for anyone with at least 100 snaps. That's his ceiling. He can play at that level. Last year, he and Bozeman were neck and neck. But even if James just brings his 2024 pass protection, you're getting a higher floor. After how last season ended, pass protection had to get fixed. Justin Herbert was running for his life out there. Run blocking was a mess too, but the whole line just fell apart. Seeing this move in week 2 of free agency, that's a win. So why'd the Raiders let him go? They drafted Jackson Powers Johnson last year, their center of the future. They didn't need to pay James after a down year. Makes sense for them to cut him loose. He thrived in 2023 under Josh McDaniels. That offense clicked for him. Best run blocking year of his career and still a top 11 pass protector. Compare that to Bozeman last year. 42nd out of 50 centers in pass blocking grade. Only 32 teams, so 42nd. That's not cutting it. James raises the bar and he fits that mold of players Joe Hortiz loves. Guys who can bounce back and make noise. Think about it. Hortiz has a track record. He's given chances to tons of players to rebuild their value. Offensive line, defensive line, corners like Christian Fulton, who just got a new deal. Plenty of examples. Andre James fits that perfectly. He's only 27, played 15 or more games in 4 of his 6 seasons. Durable, reliable, that's what the Chargers want. What Jim Harbaugh is all about. This move stretches the offensive line, makes it deeper, more competitive. After last season's collapse, they had to shake things up. And they're doing it. Now, some fans will see last year's grades and panic. There's risk, no question. You're not guaranteed he'll outplay his 2024 self, but you're betting on a better fit, and you had to do something at center. Worst case, he's competition for Bozeman. Right now, it looks like James starts, but if Bozeman steps up in camp, cool. You've got a backup plan. Last year, if Bozeman struggled, who was next? Brendan Hymies? They'd burn a timeout before putting him in. Now, with James and maybe Mekhi Becton stepping up, you've got real options. No one on the interior except Becton with that new deal should feel safe. That's how it should be. No way you roll into this season saying, Zion Johnson's our left guard, Bozeman's our center, we're golden. Nah, that's not it. The Chargers know it too. That's why they bring in a guy like James, who's played at a high level, to push Bozeman or take his spot. You don't hand anyone the job. They earn it. The best 5 linemen need to be out there, opening lanes for Najee Harris and keeping Justin Herbert upright. James getting back to 2023 form feels real. He could be above average at center. It's all about upgrading that line, and they're not done yet. Yesterday, we didn't see a center coming. We thought guard, maybe Andre James over Garrett Bradbury, but they pulled it off. James and Becton won't tank the future, and if they're clicking, you've got a legit competition. James, Bozeman, even Zion Johnson. Whoever wins, it's better than 2024. That's huge this late in free agency. But what about ripple effects? Could Bozeman slide to guard? He's done it before. And is the Zion Johnson center idea dead? We're digging into that and more today. Now, the question is, what's next for Bozeman and Zion Johnson with James potentially starting? I think James can hold it down, but the left guard's still a question. Becton's likely your right guard, James at center. Does Bozeman's new deal make him a backup? He started all last year. Decent for a backup, but you need more from a starter. Could he play guard? He's done it before. Yeah, Bozeman's got guard chops. Over 1,000 snaps his first 2 seasons. Not just anywhere, he played guard for Greg Roman, the Chargers' current offensive coordinator. He knows the system, blocked well in it, and that flexibility makes him valuable. He could beat out Zion Johnson or whoever else they bring in. The more spots you can play, the longer you stick in this league. If I'm guessing, I'd say he's battling at center, not guard. But it's not crazy to think they'd try him there. He started at left guard in Baltimore his first 2 years, same spot that's open now. Then they drafted Ben Cleveland in 2021, and after Matt Skura left, Bozeman slid to center. Worked out, he had his best year. Maybe he's a better center than guard, maybe worse than Zion Johnson at guard. But there's a shot they test him there, see if he's better at guard this year than he was at center last. Still, I'd bet he's fighting James for center, maybe with a rookie in the mix later. So here another question arises, what about Zion Johnson at center? Joe Hortiz said earlier this offseason they see him with center flex. That was before James and Bozeman's deals. Still possible? Yeah, I think so. Zion's tape at guard, right and left, hasn't been good enough. With his fifth-year option looming, does his play earn it? No way. So now you've got a first-round pick you need a spot for. Or replace. Asking him to switch positions this late scream they're not sold on him at guard. He'll get a shot at center, but James and Bozeman, guys with years of experience, make it tougher. Learning center's brutal, all those calls and reads. Plus, they've got to decide on his option before he even snaps there. That's the kicker. They won't see him at center before deciding. I don't think they pick it up either way, but if he's got first-round talent, maybe he's been in the wrong spot. I'd love to see him try center, just not as the only or best option. This James signing probably kills that dream, especially if Bozeman's not sliding to guard. Zion's your left guard for now, with Rashawn Slater at left tackle, Joe Alt at right tackle, Becton at right guard, and James at center. 4 or 5 spots look solid. You can live with one weak link on the line, not 3 like last year. This shores things up. You feel better about the offensive line now. So Zion's still your left guard unless they add more before the draft. He's improved every year. Maybe last season was his best, but it fell apart when it mattered most. They're not sold on him at guard. They've said they want him at center. More's coming, but 3 guys plus a rookie fighting for center? That's too many. Training camp snaps are limited. You can't fully evaluate everyone splitting reps. Still, the rebuild's clicking. The interior needed help for 2025, and James plus Becton are swings worth taking. Not J.C. Jackson level risks, but big reward potential. These deals aren't crazy. When James's numbers drop, it'll fit the Chargers' smart spending. A week into free agency, the offensive line's looking up night and day from 2 weeks ago. Other interior options like Drew Dahlman or Trey Smith got locked up elsewhere. Those long-term deals, 4 or 5 years, can backfire. The Chargers avoided that. Becton's a near-sure upgrade. James could be too. With 10 picks left, they're in good shape. The Chargers might not be done in free agency and the draft's looming. They're not out of moves. Joe Hortiz loves adding pieces all offseason. Teven Jenkins is still out there. He just visited Seattle. Will Hernandez too. Hurt last year, but solid grades. Left guard could still get a boost. Don't sleep on it. Jenkins might not be next, but after Becton, we didn't expect James either. They're stealthy. Evan Engram's visit leaked, but nothing else. They've got cap space. Daniel Popper pegged it at $34 million before James, even with draft picks and in-season cash factored in. They could wait post-draft too. Cuts happen, and those signings don't hit the comp pick formula. Tom Telesco boxed himself in too often. Hortiz isn't. 4 6th-rounders grab a 3rd-round guard to push Zion. They need young depth. Foster, Jimes, McFadden are gone. Zion, Pipkins, James hit free agency in 2026. Build now. And lock up Rashawn Slater. Set it and forget it. Slater's a must, but there's time. Tight end, receiver, edge, D-line, running back. Needs are there, but not desperate. Free agencies freed them up to draft smart. Late-round gems can grow into depth. Slater and Alt's your tackle core. No tackle crisis here. So, this is all the story. What do you think about it? Share your thoughts in the comment section.